So since the last few sessions, we have been chasing the happiness. We were exploring how we are always going behind pleasant experience. At the same time, we are moving away from unpleasant experience. We are avoiding or we are building all the while comfort zone, protected place. Not only we are looking for only pleasant experience and avoiding unpleasant experience. If that kind of situation comes or we see it may be not good, it may bring pain. So we do everything to avoid that or to find other ways, other solution, other options for that. And in fact, we take birth, we are endowed with that. It's not like something we are learning after coming to this earth. It's already imprinted. So when we taken the birth, and from there we can see any babies also, you can look into that. And they are looking for nice experience, pleasant experience, a little bit unpleasant and happy moment, avoiding, moving away. Why? That's what we explored. Any other insects also, any other living being also. From small insect to big animal. That's how it is programmed. So, human being with that evolution path, as it is there already, we are continuing in the same way. Now, let us explore a little bit more about the nature of this happiness or pleasant experience. Is it anything we do that pleasant experience is there all the time? It is just straight away coming like this. There is a lot of other things to be done. So let us explore a few things. Let us examine a few things. Say you want to learn a posture, a simple posture. Lying down, even supine posture. And I want to stay 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Or you are doing some pranayama. A simple pose, simple cross-leg pose. Then the teacher is asking, okay, use the block for your spine and go to this simple cross-leg pose. And you know already, okay, it's a supine pose, simple cross-leg, I don't need to do much. So, nice pose, enjoyable. So you are already experienced that before. But one difference, all the time you used bolster. Now this time the teacher says use the block. And now you put the block and using. After 5 minutes, slowly that pleasant experience turns into unpleasant experience. Why? You have a back, that lower back is a weak back. But this block is a solid support, upper side, all the load going to the lower back. Slowly you are experiencing that uneasiness, the strain, the pain. Though it is a very simple one. So within that pleasant experience, because it is not suitable, it is transforming or turning into unpleasant. So now what do you have to do to make it pleasant? You need to learn what is your back condition, what is your abdomen condition, whether it's a hip tightness is there, whether you have to tighten, you have to make it firm, all the muscles, you have to go through that in order to gain that pleasant experience. Or do a simple thing, daily what we are doing, eating. Right? Suppose we are going back to a situation where it is just you need to grow your own vegetables, your own crops to make your food. Making food is just maybe half an hour job or 1 hour job, cooking food. But to make that ingredients ready, you need to plow the land, and the right time you need to plant the seed, and also you need to protect from the enemies. So you need to see that what time you need to put the water, how much you can use, should not be too much, should not be less based on the crop. And also each week when it is growing, you have to take care like a baby. There should not be any weeds and other stuff. And also you should not use the fertilizer. So you have to use how to use the natural way to protect it. By the time the ingredients for 1 week ready, you might have worked already 1 month for that. I'm just giving rough calculation. Maybe it is 3 months, maybe it is 6 months, maybe it is one year. Depends on the vegetable or fruit or other crop. Right? So in order to gain this pleasant experience, I want to have the food. After it is ready also, the ingredients are ready. You need to really prepare that. You need to cut, you need to make the vessel ready, you need to wash that, and you need to boil it in a right combination, right duration. Then you get the food what you want to eat. Okay, you got the food already. Now you will spend only maybe 20 minutes or less than that or 30 minutes to eat the food. But it is nice. You take the food, it is very delicious. But after 1 mouth, 2 mouths full, then it is a different experience. Suppose that food is allergic to you, it is a different experience. When it is going to the tongue, pleasant experience. When it is going to the stomach, unpleasant experience. Eating time, pleasant experience. After 1 hour, unpleasant experience. And not only that, afterwards, it has to be digested. After digestion, it has to be removed, all the unwanted things. Then you have some digestion issue. So what happens? Constipation. Food is nice experience, very nice, pleasant experience. Then afterwards, it's followed with not necessarily all the time pleasant experience. Keep changing. Many things. So if we look into whatever we see is nice, wonderful, happy, pleasant, it seems there is other side behind that, unpleasant. That means every pleasant experience, it is not just ending with that, that itself like inherently carrying the unpleasant experience also. Sometimes we are experiencing the pleasant, sometimes we are experiencing unpleasant. But whenever you experience the pleasant moment, the memory is strongly catching that, holding that, and expecting the next time also it is going to get the same pleasant experience. But that's where we don't really notice it's not happening all the time like that. Sometimes yes, most of the time maybe no. We can look into our daily life, any things like that. When we have a place to live, we are happy at the beginning. But after some time, the mind says something else. This room is small. I need a bigger space so that I can move around better. I get more air, more freshness. So I'll be more comfortable. So what you have to do? You have to work for it. You have to get enough resources. From the money to the construction people, everything you need to prepare. You need to work for it. Then afterwards, either you are changing that into a bigger place or you are getting a bigger place, then there is certain excitement before getting that place. Yes, I'm working. I'm going to get it. I'm moving to this big place. I'm going to get this big place. Working for it. That time we are not looking into that as an unpleasant experience. Why? This excitement overpowering that, and we are willingly ready to work. Even though it is difficult and hard, we don't see it as a hard or it is unpleasant, because this pleasant experience, the mind is waiting for that, it is overpowering that. So we are working hard to get that. Once we get that, happy, nice, unpleasant. So nice. I worked very hard to get this bigger space. Now I got the bigger space. Wonderful. How long that wonderful? Is it that wonderful? First day wonderful, second day wonderful, third day really wonderful, fourth day I'm enjoying my new house, new place, bigger space, more space. Fifth day, 10th day, first month, second month. Hey, you got a new place. Seems like, better, nice place. Yes, I got a new place. You can see also the excitement. First day, when the people coming, talking and everything. Second day, third day, okay. Then also you take the photo, share through WhatsApp, post in Facebook, my new place, enjoying my new palace. So after 1 month, second month, third month, some people after 1 day gone, excitement. Some people 1 week, some people 1 month. Afterwards, yes, it is nice. You got a bigger place. Yes, it is nice. Are you enjoying? Yes, I'm fine. That's it. That excitement slowly, it comes down. It comes down. Afterwards, I got a bigger place. Until that person really replace that happiness from other excitement to some other requirement. Many things like that. Not many things, actually everything. When it comes to relationship also, exactly the same thing happens. When a baby time, infant time, small kid time, want to spend a lot of time with the parents, means like all the time, anything mama, anything papa. So run behind them. A little bit you come to know more. Then afterwards, they don't get the same excitement like they are playing with other friends, same age friends. So that is a different energy, different excitement, different pleasant experience. Why? At the beginning, the parents have no other choice. They go with that. Maybe they find the technique, something like to take care or make them to do what they want to do. Afterwards, if I want to do something, my mama says always, no, you should not do this way, you should not do that way. This is not for you now. I want to eat this food, no. I want to go there, no. I want to carry me, no. 5 minutes, yes. Afterwards, still I want to stay there, no. So the mind moves, okay. Mama, Papa, okay. Sometime okay. Not all the time okay. So who are okay afterwards? Then we are playing with the same age friends. You can see that it starts from very young age. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Starts from that. So we look for where we will be happy, where we will keep on getting that pleasant experience. Then we choose, okay, this is friend, this is not the friend. Because he's saying something against me. He's not thinking that way. But you can see that when they play, something the other person is playing better than you, or the other person is like, bullying you, you don't like, because you don't get the pleasant experience. Then it is going further. Growing, school days, teacher, some teacher you like. Why? The teacher appreciates me. The teacher taking care of me. The teacher giving attention on me. This teacher very strict. The other day I got the punishment. Once you got that, that's it. I don't like that teacher. Why? The teacher is punishing me. The teacher is very rude. The teacher is very bad. Why? Unpleasant experience. And it goes on and on and on. Right? With the friends like that. Whoever saying yes to you, you are happy. If the person saying something like differently, so even though it is right thing said, right time said, but still you are not happy about it. We don't really have that objective mind to see that way. No. That person is thinking too much. And it goes to relationship also. Right? With your partner at the beginning. Yes, 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 all the time. I want to go there, yes. I want to get that, yes. I want to eat that, yes. I want to spend time here, yes. I want to talk to you, yes. I want to go a trip there, yes. But after some time, no, I have work. No, I have another meeting. No, I have to spend time there. I need to go there. No, my boss is not giving time. So what happens? All the time want to spend time, but afterwards slowly need space. Can I have my own space, please? Not necessarily that pleasant experience, right? All the time. Unpleasant. The same person, same situation, same energy, but the same pleasant experience turns into unpleasant experience. And every time we need to go for it, we need to go through that. It is not like straight away it is just available. Either I need to prepare something or something is missing with me, so I need to work for it. Then afterwards I gain that pleasant experience, that happiness. But after gaining that, it is not there all the time. But we don't see that. Why? Because we have not get that kind of education. What kind of education we got? In order to be successful, you need to do this. You need to study that. You need to really gain this. You need to hold that. Don't lose your confidence. Work hard. You can face the failures 1,000 times. But still, you focus there, you will gain that. Why? Success is there. I get the success, so the happiness is there. That's how we have been educated. So, like a small insect, an ant wants to get the food from this place. Every time it goes there, it has to face the risk. But there is no other choice because it has to get the food. So, it goes there, get the food. First time, not able to get. There is no food. Second time, it not able to climb there. Third time, it has to find some other support from other people. So they have keep on working. That's the only one direction. You have to get the food, then only you will be survive. And this chasing behind, from the small insect to the birds, to the animals, everybody, they just need to go behind that because this is nice, this is not nice. Just a small way, small world it is. Just planned in that way, programmed in that way. More than that, they can't think. The faculties are not capable enough. The capacity of that is not good enough to go beyond that. They have in a very limited circle, limited track. They can't go beyond that. But human beings is not really need to maintain the same track, same circle. Why? We have that special capacity to evaluate, to analyze, to get to know the root, the source from where this comes from. Until the root, until the core point we can reach. But that's what we are not doing. We were not educated that way. So the whole education was same way, like animal, like a bird, like an insect. Run behind happy moment, pleasant experience. So you do that, you'll be happy. You do that, you'll be happy. You do that, you'll be happy. But we don't really look into that every happy moment, every pleasant moment, holding, hiding unpleasant experience, unhappiness. That's why it's keep on changing. So when we gain the happiness from this particular person or thing or situation, it is not giving the same experience all the time. If it is not there first time, okay, second time, third time, okay, after some time, move on, some other thing. So we keep on changing things, changing places, changing people. Why? Again, we see that if it is not there, it will get that. And we strongly believe that's what we have to do. That's how we were educated, right? So we strongly believe that, we hold that concept and we are running behind that. So we don't have the time to really sit and see, is it really required and what is the result of that? And what happened last time when I gained this happiness? Why it was not happy after some time? Why that nature of this happiness and happiness is like that? We don't see that. We don't have really... We didn't get any idea about it. Is there something like that? Is it so? No, we don't see that. But every human being, if they sit and see that, they will understand very clearly. It's not like something like, they call it, right, rocket science. It is not a rocket science. It is very simple experience that everybody going through that. Hey, I did that. But afterwards, what happened? Then why I changed, why I moved, why I will keep changing. So, before really looking into where is that real happiness or what is the nature of happiness, we have to evaluate more clearly why every happiness, every moment of pleasantness, carrying this unpleasant experience, unhappy experience, then we will understand the whole concept of happiness and unhappiness, pleasant experience and unpleasant experience. I'm sure you might have heard this story. It's a very famous story. You want to listen? There was a king. And he had a wise minister. Not like now situation, like everywhere, right? It's not that anybody can become a minister like that. In those days, the minister means like need to be at least some brain, so that they will help to rule the kingdom, to help the king, and to really bring the right and wrong thing. We are from different countries. It depends on working, because it's not like every country has a wise minister. Maybe in your country, maybe, but many countries, it is not that situation now. But that king had a wise minister. He's so wise, even the king got irritated. Why? Sometimes when king was giving some solution for some issue, he was giving a better solution than the king. Very difficult, right? Because if that kind of situation is there now, this minister will become a king. Very easily, the things will be changed. The numbers will be changed. But those days cannot be done that. But at the same time, the king needed his support. Though he got irritated, he can't got rid of him completely. He want to hold him, same time he want to get rid of him. So, but it was not the situation, right? So he just wanted to really challenge him and gave him a nose cut. So we gave some difficult task, challenge task, and see that how he will complete that task. So he called him and asked him, for so long I have been looking for this, but I asked also many people, but I never got this. So I need your help, my minister, and I hope you are the best one to do this, because you are the wise one and everything can be done by you. So I hope you can fulfill this wish, this task. The minister said, yes, king. Please order. I'm here for you. I need a ring. Ring? Yes, I need a ring. What ring you want? It's very easy to get the ring. You want golden ring, diamond ring, or something like, the ring has all the stones we can get from anywhere. All the special stones from different parts of the world we can make it. What kind of ring? No, I have all those things. I don't need that. I need a ring it should have a magic power. Magic power? What kind of magic power? I need a ring. When I see that ring, my unhappy moment need to change to happy moment. It has to change my mood. Whenever I feel happy, if I see the ring, I have to change. I can move into unhappy moment. Whenever I am unhappy, when I see that, I have to be happy. So it has to have that kind of magic power. Just by seeing it change my mood. Opposite of my mood. The king thought, now this person is going to be in trouble. I'm sure he can't get that kind of like a magic ring. So he told I have 6 months, I give you 6 months time. So within that 6 months, you please get me that magic ring. So the king thought he will search here and there. After that he will come back and say that, he couldn't find. So until then, he will play down all his things. His mind will be fully on that. Then this minister was asking all his people, many people, here, there, everywhere, chasing here, sending to different countries, different people, checking, is there any magic ring like that? 1 month gone, 2 months gone, 3 months gone, 5 months gone, last month. So the king was waiting, okay, he will come and say that either he will ask more time or he will say I'm not able to get it. Then there was one shop, very old man, selling things, small things. Looks like a lot of stuff like antique items, old items and this and that and everything. So he thought maybe he may give some solution. Because that old man had a long beard also. So he was asking, this is my situation. Can you find a solution for this? Is it possible to get that magic ring? He listened. And that's not a problem. It's very simple. Then he gave a ring to him. And when he saw the ring, so bright, this minister's face, he said, I got it. And went to the king. So king was thinking he's coming to ask some more time or saying that, this is the one task I'm not able to do. So, yes, minister, so you're not able to get right? So the minister was saying, no, my beloved king, I got that magic ring, special ring for you. Really? Yes. Then the minister passed the ring to the king. When the king got the ring, his face also changed. Why? In the ring, it was written, this too shall pass. So whenever you happy moment, you see the ring, you know very well, this happiness is not going to be there, this also will go. Whenever you are in sad moment, you look at the ring, it will give the message, this sadness also will go. magic ring. Do you all want that magic ring? If we see that very clearly, every happy moment or every sad moment, very well said, right? That moment, it is very momentary. Whatever the situation. You can be the president. You can be a beggar. Any kind of happiness comes that is not staying all the time. Any kind of sadness, any kind of unhappy moments, that is not going to stay all the time. So when we see that very clearly, when we understand that, and also we notice every happy moment to achieve, every sad moment to get rid of it. So we have to constantly work. Like this magic ring, the message it gives, this too shall pass. But how far, we heard this before, it is not a new message for sure. And how far we really register that in our daily life and in various activities we are involved in. When we are registering that, not only registering, understanding that very clearly. What is that? It is not like simply, okay, this will pass, this will pass, this will pass. It is carrying the great message that everything is constantly changing, everything is constantly moving, everything is constantly transforming. But what we want a permanent thing. We want the thing which has to be there all the time, which is not possible in wherever we are searching, whatever we are doing. Because it is evolving, it is transforming. The evolution is happening, the creation is constantly happening. But we don't want to understand that. Even we hear, we don't want to register that. Because our mind strongly says, he is just saying to send a message, that's all. After this, let us look into the other thing. Because it's already, there is a navigation, right? There is a pressure, there is a thing to get involved, get into, get to achieve this, achieve that, get that, God, reach that. But when we understand this message very clearly, with whatever it is relating with various experience we are facing in our daily life, then whenever there is a desire comes, whenever we attach with something, whenever we go through this emotional roller coaster, happy, unhappy, angry, peaceful, today nice, tomorrow not nice, today smiling, tomorrow, who are you? Emotional roller coaster. It's not even to outside, to our own people, right? Children and spouse and family members. The children trace very clearly. When they want to get something, they don't simply ask. They see that what is the mood of the mom or dad from whom they want to get. They see the mood first. Okay, mom is in good mood. This is the time to ask, especially when they want to get that. Also, the spouses, they also know each other. What is the mood? When the husband coming back from office or some other places, they don't simply like ask straight away this and one. Of course, the wise person will not do that. So first when they come, they will give all the things. They will see that what is the mood today. Because at office it goes with different things, right? So they will look at the mood. What is the mood? Changes. If something need to be asked or to be done or to be get from somewhere, they see the mood. So we go into this emotional thing, roller coaster thing. In fact, people enjoying when they express their anger, because they see that by that they are overpowering. Many bosses like that, right? In the company, in the offices. Senior executives like that, managers. The way they treat the subordinates, they want to have the work to be done, so they maintain that kind of angry face. Then they know already. We have this kind of like emotional roller coaster, and though we don't want to have that, but we carrying that because we want to get different kind of happiness through that. So where it is leading, if things are not permanent, but still I want to get that happiness. I want to enjoy my food. I want to enjoy my place where I am staying. I want to have a better vehicle to commute. I want to go to and see the places. If that is not permanent, even that momentary happiness I am getting, I am enjoying that. So if that is not permanent, then what else I have to do in life? I read that, I go and study this particular course. Okay, I'm happy, but it is not permanent. Okay, I don't study. Or I go there and get this job. It is not going to give the permanent happiness. Okay, I don't get that job. I don't do the job. Okay, I don't get into relationship. I don't go this place. I don't do this. I don't do this. Then what else I do in life? It seems such a waste. Isn't it? If every happy moment carrying these unhappy moments, okay, I'm going into this roller coaster life, okay, unhappy, then happiness, unhappy, then happiness. So if I have to keep on working like that, then if I see very clearly, all is not permanent, all is going to stay all the time. When that is the situation, what else I have to do in life? What am I searching in life? Do you have this question? We why how we are searching, and now it's all the time, yes, but if it is not permanent all the time, then what else I have to do? If my sleep is happy, but in order to sleep I need to prepare everything, right? I need to go tired, I need to spend my energy, I need to get my food, it has to be digested, and like the whole day spending, then I need to go to sleep. Then after get up, I can't sleep. Even if I want to sleep, I can't sleep. Of course, there are people, they like to sleep longer, 8 hours, 10 hours. But how long they can do that? After some time? Or it becomes their habit. When we get into this question, If happiness is not permanent, unhappiness is also not permanent. If every moment is going to change, if always it is constantly evolving, because of that nothing is not going to stay all the time, what else I do in life? Why this life is there for me? Why this kind of situation I got into? Why I am here? What I am doing? And why I got into this mess? It looks like a funny question, but it is a serious question. When I am saying serious means you are giving full attention. It is not like you have to keep a serious face. The attention you are giving fully on that to know what is that. When we really have that question, a strong question, urging question, means like the answer, you are like really going crazy to get that. And when we have that search, then only we will see whatever we are involved, whatever we are doing, what is the result of that. We will see until the end. The desire starts. When the desire comes here, immediately you know the result until the end. This desire leads to where, that desire leads to where, and the next one where it is going, what is the net result of that, when I will get that happy moment, when it is going to get the unhappy moment. So what happens when you get this clarity? Naturally, the moment the desire comes, you know how to deal with that. That's where we get this real question. Then what is the nature of happiness? If I am seeing everything is not permanent, it is all will change, everything is going to evolve, change, then what am I doing? What am I searching? What I am looking for? What is the nature of this whole existence? This question is stay on the top. It will stay on the top. And then we scrutinize. How we scrutinize? We scrutinize to know the difference, to understand what is pleasant and unpleasant moment, what is happiness and unhappiness. That's where we are evolving from the animal life into human life. But if the people already evolving into that state, the people make them as a god. Oh, you are not a human being, you are a special person. I can't do like this because, you are a yogi, you are a god. They put it like that. No. That's the time when this question comes, that's the time actually we are evolving from the animal mentality into human mentality. Until then, it is the same. Animals are running, every other beings running behind that happy moment. They want to gain that pleasant experience and they don't want to have the unpleasant experience. They want to live, they don't want to die. The same thing continues also. So we are also running behind all the pleasant experience. We want to have the happiness. We don't want to die. We want to survive. Same thing continues. But when we get this clarity, pleasant experience, unpleasant experience, all are momentary. We need to really scrutinize, understand the nature of that, the source of that, how it is manifesting in this form. That's where we are evolving from that human mentality. Until then, it's the same animal life. That's why human also animal, considered as the animal, isn't it? Part of the animal family. All are same, except this power, discriminating power, this capacity to see the differences, this capacity to evaluate, this capacity to find the answer from that, to get the analysis, to get into that intelligence. Then the real question comes, where is that so-called real happiness? eternal happiness, uninterrupted happiness, infinite happiness, never dying happiness. Until then, I can tell, you can listen. There are many stories written on that. Many masters talked about it. Still we can read, but it will be just like a subject, just like some information. It will not turn into our experience. So when we relate in our daily life, when we look into that, I want to do that, I'm gaining this experience. What is the nature of that? Is there anything else I can do? That's where the fear comes, right? As I said, like, okay, I can't do that, I can't do that. What else I have to do in life? That has to turn into a question, what is life? Why am I here? Who am I? Then we ask this question, what is this concept of happiness and unhappiness? What is the reality of that? That's why they say this concept, right? Reality, ultimate reality. What we see, apparently it is not an actual reality. It is there, but not there all the time. But there is ultimate reality, which is there all the time. Then our search starts there. That's where we will start to look into that. What is the nature of happiness? Do I really need happiness? Do I really get into that experience of happiness? Or what is happiness? All these question comes, and from there we get the reality of this whole existence. How we are manifesting in this form one by one. So, which we will explore further through our coming sessions. So, before going to bed, we ask this question: why I am here? What is the difference or concept of these happy and unhappy moments? That observation need to be there every time when you are getting into many activities. Why I am doing, how I am relating with that, where I want to go. And we can see that slowly it brings the clarity. It slowly gives that understanding. Let's continue. Let me see if I have any question. Happy question or unhappy question? Okay. When you said the concept of happiness is not true, makes me doubt if the concept of me as an individual, as a single real entity, does at all in existence. You don't believe me, okay? I like to tell stories. And when I'm telling these stories and I'm trying to connect with the concept like what I'm saying. So when I'm saying that concept of happiness is carrying the concept of unhappiness, don't accept it. You have to see yourself. Is it true? Otherwise, why everybody is saying, is it all other people are idiots? Do you mean my parents are idiots? Do you mean my grandparents are idiots? How they worked the whole life, they lived many years, right? They lived like 80 years, 90 years, one generation after generation. They said like, I need to work this, I need to do that. I need to live in this society in a respectable person. I need to gain this knowledge. I need to get this wealth. I need to get this health. Health is wealth. So many sayings, so many guidance. How come generation after generation, they didn't look into that? They all lived like idiots as per your language. You have to ask this kind of question. You see that, then maybe you get some idea. Okay, they are all wise people. I may be idiot. Or you may find out something, truth is there. Then when you see that this concept of happiness is true or not true, then you may be getting further what is the nature of our existence. That's why I said, right, before going to the dream, you ask this question, why I am here? What am I doing? If everything is not permanent, why I am working so hard like a dog, like a donkey? Why I am running like this? Why I am going through all this emotional roller coaster? Why I can't find the peace? You may ask these questions. So when you see that, when you understand what is the reality of this happiness or unhappiness, that's where you may get the answer of the reality of your own existence. If you ask me, I may say that as the happiness or unhappiness is not real, you are also not real. So when I am not real, then when I am asking this question, I am real or not, I mean like why I am here, that's also not real, isn't it? I hope clearly I am confusing you. When you ask this, what is the nature of this, then naturally you will this question, what is the reality of my existence? How far my body, my mind, my question, my doubt, my search is all real? Ask this question more, okay? So, the answer will be revealed when you get one answer. It is like, the knots, one knot connected with other knots. You are able to release one knot, you can see that everything is released. So, leave it to you. It seems that origin of never-ending seek is from endless desires. Yes, though we could stop seeking by limiting our desires, still there have the other root that originates this question. That is, we don't know who we are, why we were born, what is life, why we are existing. To me, stop searching, depart from desires. Possibly can be ended in this life, but the question about why we are existing cannot be ending. Because at any time when this question is returned, searching on what is life will begin to be questioned again. No, it doesn't work like this, because you are searching with the answer. You know what is search? When you are searching something, you have to start with I don't know. When you are giving the answer already, when you are saying to stop searching, depart from desires, possibly can be ended in this life. You are already giving the answer there, then. But the question about why we are existing cannot be ending. You are giving the answer there again. If you already conclude yourself it cannot be ending, then there is no search. Also, before, when you say, the origin of never-ending seeking is because of endless desires. Okay? Though we could stop seeking by limiting our desires, no, it is not limiting our desires. It is totally get rid of desires. When you say limiting the desire, okay, I limit the desire only for 100 kilogram gold. More than that I don't want. I am limiting my desire only for this small palace. More than that I don't want. I am limiting my desire only to live 120 years. More than that I don't want. That is not limiting. When we say limiting, it is the end of it. It is like no more thing of like limiting. So that means from there, stop searching, depart from desires, possibly can be ended in this life. Again, you are giving the answer. No, it is not like that. No assumption here. Why I am saying no assumption here? First, we go this with our experience. So when I am seeing this very clearly, I am getting the happiness. This too shall pass. I am getting this unhappy moment. This too shall pass. I am an idiot. This too shall pass. I am an intelligent person, smart person. These too shall pass. Why? You will be intelligent in one thing, the other thing you will be an idiot person. You will be an idiot person in one thing, the other thing you will be an intelligent person. We have to be very clear. So when we see every moment will pass, everything is not going to stay all the time, very clearly, with our experience. There is no question, there is no doubt, there is no assumption, there is no belief. Because it is coming from the teacher. It is coming from the master. It is coming from my parents. No, your own experience. Suppose if I call you, calling your name, if you are around, you will look back. You don't need to you will not get the doubt, right? You are calling me or not. And also when you see like your body, you don't have the doubt whether I have the body or not. It is your experience. So like that, when this happy, unhappy moment, the reality of that, very clear. It is not permanent, very clear. It is momentary, very clear. It is ever evolving, very clear. It is constantly on the move, on the change, very clear. So when we get that clarity, naturally we will get this question, where I can search, or what is this concept of life? What I have to do in life? What else need to be done? Why I am here? What I am doing? That search will not again focus on some belief or some assumption of any kind of answers. We'll take the next question. What is the nature of this mind? What is the nature of this body? What is the nature of this life? That question will take you further. So sometimes we also use that old answers, but don't follow other answers. It has to be your own experience. Okay, we can take for some time. When it is coming from masters, we give the benefit of doubt for some time. But we can't continue with the belief forever. Right? That's what we need to look into. Next question. Is accepting others repeating mistakes which cause unpleasant experiences can turn into pleasant experience and be happy, since we cannot control others but only own self? That's good, until this much. Accepting others, whatever the repeated mistakes they are doing, you will accept. Because you don't want to accept, it is bringing unpleasant experience. And you just accept them as they are. Whatever the mistake they are doing, repeatedly they are doing, you are ready to accept them as they are. So you get the pleasant experience. But the last sentence, when you say, but be happy, since we cannot control others, that is the wisdom, that is the wise message. But when you say, but only own self, that is also not possible. Until we know the nature of mind. That's why we say we control our mind. No. We know what is the nature of mind and how to regulate it. That's what we can do. So when we say further, when we see that, okay, I cannot control others, but I control myself. And there we will know more. what is the nature of ourself, what is this self, what is this mind, what is this thought process, what are these experiences, which we can control, which we cannot control, which we should control, which we should not control, we know more. So, like we are looking for others, when we get this conviction very clearly, we cannot control others. That itself will remove more than 60, 70, 80% of life's problems. But we should not apply only to the people outside home. We have to start to apply from home, from the people next to you, from your children, from your spouse, from your parents, from your relatives, with your friends. You have to start to apply. 60% of life's problem gone. The 20% only from outside, friends, office, people, all those things. Occasionally you meet. It's only very, very less. You know very well you can't accept it. Anyway, you can see that you are following. Where we are holding it very strongly, very close people. I have been trying with my husband since, we get married 20 years, 15 years, 20 years. But I tried very best. He is not at all changing. Every time we got into this issue, we got into this argument. I took him to this program. We went to this place. I bought this book. I sent this video. Nothing working for me. Who is the idiot now? He is happily doing what he wants to do. We have to get this clarity. But it is not that they should not try. You can try more. You can encourage them to join more program. Encourage them to study more. Encourage them whatever you want to, do. But get this mindset very clearly. The enlightenment need to happen on its own. The enlightenment you cannot cause. You can try your best to create the situation, but they need to change on their own. It is not in your hand. But we can still try if you want. Why? Because we don't do anything else, right? We need to do something in life. Okay. Relationship with consciousness is so important. Happiness. You need to know one's true self beyond ego identity. Reflect one's doings and meditate. You will be in bliss. Slowly, our groups, people's statements all become like a yoga sutra. Every sentence, I think I need to come with certain interpretation. So let us look into that. Relationship with consciousness is so important. Happiness. You need to know one's true self beyond ego identity. Reflect one's doings and meditate. You will be in bliss. Okay, every sentence actually we can explain so much, because when we say relationship with consciousness is so important, it is not so important. You are there all the time with your consciousness. The relationship is never ending. That is the only relationship is there all the time. All other relationships are not there, or temporarily there. So it is not important. That is the only thing is there. Happiness. You need to know one's true self beyond ego identity. No, actually we are identifying the ego, the real nature of the ego. There is nothing beyond ego. Why? There is no ego to identify. To identify something, you need the mind. Even to identify the consciousness, you need the mind. Like when you go to deep sleep, you don't know that time, but after you come out of deep sleep, you need to have the mind to relate, yes, I slept well. To identify, you need ego. That's why I'm repeatedly saying, this is a wrong concept. The people are thinking the masters don't have any ego. No. As long as they are interacting, every master has their own ego. That's why their language is different. That's why their techniques are different. That's why they are handling with people also different. Some people like to talk. Some people don't want to talk. Some people always have that cheerful face. Some people always has that angry, semi-angry or expressionless face. Some master is keep on finding techniques, these and that giving. Some masters doesn't care at all. Some master giving intelligent techniques, intelligent explanation, logical definitions. Some master, when they open the mouth, we don't know what they are talking. Why? Again, maybe we can say it's the enlightened ego. We want to have a different way to look into that. Otherwise, there is nothing beyond ego. Ego is the one. We are just identifying, we are understanding what is that I, what is that concept of ego. That's what we are doing. Reflect one's doings and meditate and you will be in bliss. I have to say this. You have to reflect on this. Meditation is your bondage. That means what? Meditation cannot bring bliss. More than that, I don't want to say now. You can reflect on that. Okay? Because we straight away jump into conclusion. We should not simply accept whatever we think or whatever we experience. Scrutinize more, explore more, question that more. Until we reach the point, there is no way you can turn back. There is no way you can get the question. Otherwise, because we get into this confusion. Sometimes we read, sometimes we hear, sometimes we experience. And we put everything together like an Indian khichdi or Malaysian roja. So you put everything together, and from there we get into these things. Then we see that this is what I am. No. Why? This concept itself, that's where is changing. So don't simply accept because it comes into that way. Okay, why we have to exist to experience? Based on everything is nothing, why our experience is existing? Yeah, that's the question. Is it our experience is existing all the time? That's the question. Are we existing? That's the question. If our existence is true, of course then happy moment is true, and happy moment is true. Right? So if that is true, why it is momentary? Is there something more than that? Or why our experience is staying? Especially our unhappy experience is staying longer. The people got some kind of insulting situation, scoldings from parents, beatings from siblings. All these things like unpleasant experience, right? That stays longer. That experience stays longer. The pleasant experience, it is really momentary. The other day I had this particular food, very nice, delicious, wonderful. Now I can't really remember that vividly, that clearly. Just seems like experience was there, nice, good. But something unpleasant, strongly experience is there. Not only unpleasant, pleasant, unpleasant, everything. Why it is there? And that's what we are exploring. That's what we are asking. What is the nature of that? If that happy moment, unhappy moment is not true, not permanent, then what we are experiencing or what we have to do if that is not there, anything more than that. That is what this whole exploration is all about. And we need to have patience. We don't have that patience because we want to really get the answer immediately. That's why after certain moments, when we are searching, and we are getting into a confused state, crazy moments, we don't want to stay in that moment. So we want to get rid of it. So we get into some entertainment. What we do for that? We go there to eat, we go to the places to see, we talk all the gossips, entertainment. But when we constantly, you can see that any search, especially when it is relating with this kind of subtle subject, we don't do it continuously. There is no consistency with that. Out of 24 hours, we like to do maybe half an hour okay, 1 hour okay. Not even daily, maybe weekly once. More than that, we are already carrying the life what we are considering as a life. We don't want to apply that every moment what we are doing. If we really look into that, we go crazy. Because the mind is there already that such way. So we can't simply change like that. That's why we are getting into all this pranayama, this asana, this meditation, this discussion, this reading. And one Swamiji is not enough, we can explore many Swamijis. One master is not enough, we can explore many masters. One book is not enough, we can read many books. All these things. Why? Because the mind is not ready. Because the mind is the crazy thing. So let us aware of that and continue that, what do you call it, search. Continue that exploration. Continue that question until it turns or it transforms into one's own experience. You don't depend. Listen carefully. You don't depend anybody's answer. You don't depend on anybody's verification. You don't depend on anybody's acceptance, because it is your own experience. It is self-evident. Like, you don't need to say, right, when somebody calling your name, calling you, you don't need to ask somebody, is it my name? You don't need to. You know very clearly, right? So it has to turn into that way, the search. Then all these things like disappearing, all these doubt, all these questions, it's very clear, it's very crystal clear. Well, let's continue. When? I hope you will not say next Wednesday. So when I say let's continue, yes, let's continue means every moment we continue this search, this question, this experience, this observation. So you may give more answer to me. You may share more of your experience to me. So that it is not something momentary or like occasional thing, ever going thing, because it's the mind is there. So with that, we end today's session. Continue. See you again. Namaste. Thank you all.
Thank you, Nanda Ji. Namaste.